Vi do il benvenuto a una nuova puntata di Kart Passion. Nello scorso episodio siamo scesi in pista sul tracciato di Kristianstad in Svezia per assistere alla finalissima della classe regina impegnata nel mondiale CIC FIA. E questa puntata invece la dedichiamo al CIC FIA KZ2 International Super Cup Final che si è svolto sempre a Kristianstad in occasione del mondiale. E come dico sempre, gustiamoci lo spettacolo e che vinca il migliore.
Good afternoon and welcome back to Kristianstad in southern Sweden for this, the biggest race of the year. We are counting down to the 2016 KZ World Championship. Thank you for joining us live wherever you are watching us all around the planet. We're just a few moments away from the start of the 2016 International KZ2 Super Cup. We are green in Sweden. A great start from the pole sitter Tien. He has time to look behind him. See who's next. It is Tommaso Mosca, who's got a great start off the line in the Maranello kart to go up into second place. They go down through what was a chicane for the first time, up over the rise. The leader is Felice Tiene. Tommaso Mosca. Hilbrand is in third. Up the inside, Matteo Vigano with a big move on Federer. The two Italians are side by side. Federer back to fifth. Then it's the Tony Kart. Norris, Corbetti, Bassonsone is the best of the green machines. The Frenchman up into sixth behind Federer. They come through the final part of the circuit for the first of 25 times. The race leader, Felice Tiene, it is CRG running 1 and 3. Maranello in second. Vigano, he's in fourth in the top kart. So we are green in Sweden. Let's take a look at a replay of the start. Tiene, no mistake. Vigano got off the line but had nowhere to go. Mosca down the inside into second place. Nicely done by the Maranello kart pilot. And he is shadowing the race leader, Felice Tiene. Down through the slowest part of the circuit. An issue off the start for the two Dutch drivers, unfortunately, Bent Viscal and Martin van Leven. Van Leven has rejoined after an incident, but he's half a lap down. Also another incident involving Alexander Schmitz and the CKR team driver Lorenzo Giannone at the back part of the circuit. There's the Tony Karts running line astern. Bassonsone, Corbetti, Norris, Tom Louet is in 10th spot ahead of Stell. Kramers, Chebrien, Max Tubin, the Dutchman, a great start from 20th to be in 14th position. Felice Tiene is sideways under brakes. Tommaso Mosca's not letting his countrymen get away. There is the incident just a few moments ago involving the German driver Schmitz and Giannone. Vigano closes up on Hilbrand. So Hilbrand not having it all his own way in the final. He's still got 22 and a half laps to do something about it though. He's been absolutely dominant up until this point of the weekend. Paolo Bassonsone, the French driver in the Tony Kart, under immense pressure as they come down the straight. That's Benjamin Tornquist in 113. There's Hilbrand going through on Vigano. So Tornquist, the Swedish driver in the CRG, over the back of the little Frenchman, Paolo Bassonsone, in the first of the green machines, the Tony Kart. The Cedric Sport Kart driver in 7th spot. Mosca tries the outside, tries the inside. Well, Felice Tiene does not flinch easy, but he's under tremendous pressure now. This is allowing Hilbrand and Vigano to join in the battle. Two CRGs, the Maranello kart and the top kart of the driver who won the last round of the European Championships at Genk in Belgium. Bassonsone in 5th spot now. The Cedric Sport Tony Kart putting a little bit of a gap on Federer and Tornquist. And we go back to John Norris. Corbetti and Tom Louet rounds out the 10. Up over the right, they get airborne. they accelerate to 118 k's an hour before braking for that left-hander. So Mosca looking for a way past the Italian. That is Felice Tiene, the 2012 World Cup winner in KF2. He's had a bit of a dry spell, a few podiums in the last few years, but this weekend he has been brilliant. He leads the final, the 2016 KZ2 International Super Cup for Team CRG. Hilbrand, Max de Power, remember, for the Spaniard in third. Puts a little bit of a gap on Matteo Vigano in the top cut this time. Besancon, Fabian Vetera, Benjamin Tornquist and John Norris. A gap back to the Irishman. Just going through now, up over the rise. Down the inside! Oh, Tommaso Mosca's made a move. Tieni's been pushed out into the grass. Hilbrand into second, gives Tommaso Mosca a bit of a touch and says, let's get on with it. Matteo Vigano watches on. Paolo Besancon, the Frenchman, now up into fourth. Well, it's all gone wrong for the Italian. The former World Cup champion, Felice Tiene. He's back in fifth and struggling. No, he's in sixth because Fabian Federer has also got past him. He made a great start. He was leading. The warning flag comes out for Pedro Hilbrand. You take a look at the replay. Tommaso Mosca down the inside. The CRGs went side by side. You saw the smoke coming off the Vega tyres. Tiene out in the grass. Well, no harm done, except for the position of Felice Tiene. No mechanical damage. As Besancon down the inside and Vigano can't get it done. That will cost the Frenchman time. Vigano recovers. Oh, big move into fourth spot. Fabian Federer, the reigning European champion, says it's time to go racing now, boys. He's up into fourth. The Frenchman, Besancon, back to fifth in the Tony Kart. There is Federer, centre of screen. Won the 2011 European Championships, and he also won a Genk exactly 5 weeks ago to the day, almost to the minute. Modena powered CRG 101. There's Vigano in the top cart. He won on that day 35 days ago. So they get airborne up over the rise. Federer, fastest lap of the race, as you can see. So it settles down, and we have got a Maranello kart leading the KZ2 International Super Cup. The driver, Tommaso Mosca, with a lead now of 0.5 of a second over Pedro Hilbrand, but ominously, the Spaniard has just hit the fastest first sector, the fastest second sector. Federer all over the back of Vigano. We'll check the times for you. So they come across the line now. Hilbrand looks behind. Surely it's going to go purple. He's done a 49.874, 1/10 of a second. He takes out of the race leader, Tommaso Mosca. Vigano a little bit sideways in the top cut as he defends from Federer up over the rise. Fifth gear, 118 k's an hour right there before they break down for the left-hander. Federer up the inside. Nicely done by the reigning European champion. The top card is back to fourth and off the podium, but not for long because he makes the move back again. This side by side. Federer over the ripple strip. He's lost a ton of time up through the gearbox, and right behind him now is the Frenchman, Paolo Besancon. Benjamin Tornquist, the local, the Swede, in another CRG right behind. Then Felice Tiene desperately tries to recover the time lost. Hilbrand, oh, Tommaso Mosca's out. He's got a problem. Mosca has come to a stop at the end of the start-finish straight. Well, Hilbrand did not even need to make a pass. Mosca is out. Let's take a look at the replay. Down the inside, this was not a pass. This was a failure from the kart of the race leader. We can see him devastated, slumped over in his kart at the end of the start-finish straight. Absolutely distraught is Tommaso Mosca. He has not moved. He cannot believe it. Neither can Pedro Hilbrand. He cannot believe his luck. They're just going past Mosca now. Hilbrand's the leader. Vigano's back on the podium in second. And there's Federer. Hilbrand walks, Tommaso Mosca walks back to the pits. Federer, that was the move up the inside on Matteo Vigano. Well, incredible bad luck. I can tell you, Mosca is absolutely devastated. He's just abandoned his kart after abandoning the race lead. He was leading the KZ2 International Super Cup. He deserved better than this, and he's absolutely distraught. The Maranello kart, he's been super all weekend, but unfortunately, after 9 laps, he's out of the final. Federer in the slipstream where Mosca came to grief just 2 laps ago. So Vigano in second. He was fourth a few moments ago. Tornquist, the Swede, he's not far off the podium, up over the rise. Then it's John Norris, the Irishman. While all that has been going on, he's put the KSM Schumacher Tony Kart up into 5th. Federer, Vigano, they're side by side. Watch Benjamin Tornquist right behind. There's Norris in the Tony Kart. Then we go back to Felicitiene. Well, the hopes for the Napolitano, they're still there. He did lead early from pole position, back to 6th. If he can just get onto the tail of this battle, he may well be in with a chance of a podium. I won't say victory though, because you just got a glimpse of Pedro Hilbrand disappearing up the road. The gap, 2.5 seconds. The Maxter-powered CRG of the race leader, 137, Pedro Hilbrand. They can barely see him. There he goes, flashes by to the right of your screen. We've got a change for the bottom step of the podium. Matteo Vigano, Benjamin Tornquist, John Norris in the other Tony Kart. Well, the first of the Tony Karts, I should say. Paolo Bosonsone is the second of which, the Cedric Sport team driver, just a little further back. So Tornquist, the bright green helmet. The Swede, the local, just off the podium. Federer in second spot with the faster second sector. As we take a look at the replay, down the inside went Benjamin Tornquist, but Matteo Vigano is notoriously difficult to pass. He cut back early and put the Swede back off the podium. Tornquist, for about 0.2 of a second, had his right boot on the third step of the dais. Vigano defensive. Federer is skipping away. Vigano, Tornquist, Norris. Then it's a gap back to Felicitiene at the center of your screen in the CRG, the pole sitter. He's running in 6th. Ahead of Bosonsone, Louet, Daniel Stell. Luca Corberi rounds out the 10-1 ahead of the Dutch-Australian driver Marijn Kremers in the Birrell Art. Gerard Cebrien's had a great run so far, as has Max Dubin into 13th ahead of Francesco Iacovacci, Emil Scaris, and from the back of the grid, Alberto Cavalieri up into position number 16. Vigano, again defensive. The CRG is all over the back of the Italian. This is for the final step of the podium. Federer is skipping away. As for the race leader, Pedro Hilbrand, they can't see which way he went. Tornquist looks really, really good on his home circuit, or his home country, I should say. His home soil, his home bitumen, whatever you'd like to say. He's in the slipstream now. Will he make a move down into turn number 1? Vigano, can he defend? No, he can't. Tiene watches on. Well, this is Felici's chance to get back up on the podium. Down the inside of his countryman. Matteo Vigano from the third step of the dais. He's now back in 5th. Felici Tiene starts his recovery. He now trails the similar card of Benjamin Tornquist, who goes defensive down into the 5th gear right-hander. The slowest part of the circuit right there. Pedro Hilbrand with 2.5 seconds over Fabian Federer, who's just done a fastest first sector last time around. They will have 9 laps to go at the end of this one. Benjamin Tornquist, defensive. Tiene knows it. He almost got a run up the inside. Vigano's losing touch with the 2 CRGs in front of him. While we've been concentrating on the battle, I need to tell you something. CRG are running 1, 2, 3, and 4. Incredible stuff. Hilbrand, Federer, Tornquist, and Tiene, all in the black chassis. The domination is only stopped by the blue top card of Matteo Vigano. Well, they took 1, 2, and 3 in the World Cup about 3 or 4 years ago with Tiene, Jordan Lennox Lamb, and Max Verstappen. They're looking to make it 1, 2, 3, and 4. The team from Desenzano in northern Italy. Petro Hilbrand, fastest lap last time round, 49.466. However, the gap between himself and the reigning European champion, Fabian Federer, remains consistent, although it is 2.5 seconds. Up over the rise, the sun is shining here in Sweden. Tornquist very, very skittish under brakes, absolutely on the limit. There's Norris. Will he make a move on Vigano in front of him? I think Vigano's starting to struggle now. Well, did he play his cards too early? The Italian in the top cart who won the last round of the Euro Champs at Genk. We concentrate on Tiene on the back of the Swede, Benjamin Tornquist. Norris, meanwhile, he lines up the Italian in the top cart. Down through the final corner, Vigano defensive. Norris will surely get a run. Go back to Tom Louet, the young Frenchman in the Scotty cart, who's charged his way up into 7th place. Having got past Daniel Stell, Paolo Bassonsone has faded back to 9th, and Marijn Kremers now finds himself up inside the top 10. Up over the rise, they get airborne. One more time. The best passing opportunity of the track. And Tornquist knows it, that's why he went defensive. Tiene looks behind him, Vigano is certainly fading. Tornquist, very, very defensive now. Felice Tiene. He's got a nice tight line. Tornquist runs a little bit wide. Watch them into the right-hander coming onto the straight. Felice Tiene. No, Tornquist again blocks the line. Tiene's going to have a great run. He's in the slipstream. Can he pull out? No, he's just that little bit too far back. Through the Vega chicane, over the ripple strip. Tornquist is now starting to slide on those well-used Vega tyres. There goes Vigano. A little bit of breathing space between himself and the Irishman, John Norris. Again, struggling for traction now. Vigano and Norris are too far back. Hilbrand, though, what a year he is having. He is the 2016 European champion in the OK direct drive class. He qualified fastest on Friday night. He won 4 out of 5 heats. He won the pre-final. He's leading this by more than 3 seconds. It's just blown out to 3.3 seconds. Petro Hilbrand has just done a 49.348. 0.2 of a second faster than second place European champion in the KZ2 category, Fabian Federer. Still, the CRG's running 1, 2, 3, and 4. Tom Louet starting to catch Norris and Vigano in the Soddy cart. This has been a brilliant drive from the young Frenchman. Still got 4.5 laps remaining, barring a catastrophe, and we don't wish this upon him. It was hard enough to see Tommaso Mosca retire in tragic circumstances at the start of this race. I cannot see anybody possibly catching Petro Hilbrand. Here is the race leader. Remember, he is powered by the Maxter engine. These days, spends most of his time living in Italy. Factory driver for the CRG racing team. There's Federer in second spot over the rise, then Tornquist, Tiene. We're looking for our first non-CRG, and it is still Matteo Vigano in the top cart. 3 laps remaining at the end of this one. He has not put a Vega tyre out of place. Hilbrand on the rubber line as the sun shines here in Sweden, the 2016 KZ2 International Super Cup. He will have 3 laps to go as he crosses the line now. 1,231 metres of this Kristianstad circuit, which is celebrating its 50th year with this year's World Championships. Louet in 7th in Soddy Kart, trying to hold off Daniel Schell, Bossonsonnet and Kramer still inside the top 10. There is that battle. Well, Pedro Hiltbrand is not even in the same picture frame as the rest of the field. Didn't get the good start. Felice Tiene did that, but it didn't take him too long to recover. He's just looked over his shoulder to say, where are you boys? Come and get me. He is the full length of the start-finish straight ahead of second place Fabian Federer. Tornquist has now put a little bit of a gap on the early race leader, Felice Tiene. Matteo Vigano, what a determined, strong drive from the Italian in the top cart. He's not going to make the podium, but he's not made it easy for any other driver in the field. Very fair, very clean, but very difficult to pass. You look at the race leader from Spain, Pedro Hiltbrand. He comes round the last corners of the circuit for the second to last time. The last lap board is out now, 1:37. Pedro Hiltbrand, look at the gap, back to Federer. He's going down into turn number 1 as the reigning Euro champ changes up through the gearbox. Tornquist, Tiene. This has been a driving performance, a driving lesson from the Spaniard. 2016 is going to be a year the Spanish driver will never, ever forget. He is the direct drive, non-gearbox class champion, and he's just half a lap away from taking arguably the biggest victory of his career. The final few corners, the driver from Spain in the Maxter-powered CRG, he's going to win it. The checkered flag is being readied for the driver from Spain. Pedro Hiltbrand wins here in Sweden. The 2016 International Super Cup goes to Pedro Hiltbrand. Federer second, Tornquist, the Swede, is third. Tiene makes it a CRG 1, 2, 3 and 4. Incredible scenes here in Kristianstad. There is the new champion, congratulated by Fabian Federer. Look at the CRGs, there's so many of them, we cannot get them in the same picture frame. Saw which way Pedro Hiltbrand went. He has won the 2016 KZ2 International Super Cup here in Sweden. So let's get underway with the official podium presentation, the 2016 KZ2 International Super Cup. The driver from here in Sweden, third place. Let's hear it for Benjamin Tornquist. Second place, the newly crowned European champion, Fabian Federer. And the winner, what a year he is having, from Spain, driving the CRG, the 2016 International Super Cup champion. Let's hear it for Pedro Hiltbrand.
Congratulazioni al vincitore e congratulazioni a tutti i suoi avversari. Gara davvero molto bella, ma non finisce qui. Nelle prossime puntate avremo modo di dare spazio ad altri protagonisti che si sono sfidati sull'asfalto di Kristianstad. Per il momento però è tutto. Kart Passion torna la settimana prossima e io come sempre vi dico non mancate perché vi aspetto.